Well, hello, I'm Joanna with Blissful Baby Sleep Coaching, and I'm here with these two lovely parents who we are going to share the sleep transformation journey that they just went on with their 28-month-old daughter. Okay, you guys, so tell us, what did life look like before you called me?
Yeah, we were very tired and exhausted because we have been through a lot of sleepless nights. So it's like we do a lot of crutches during the night. She wake up every 20 minutes and we have to hold her in our arm to soothe her, and and dad had to walk around all night, and sometimes the bed transformation will be okay, and sometimes it will be failure. Yeah. So
Yeah, it's like I had to initially I just rocked her in the rocking chair, but after that she wanted to walk. Then it's kind of escalated crutches. Then some at like one point she wanted to run actually, not not just walk, run. Run with me.
Yeah, exactly. So you guys told me that in the before you called me, she was 28 months old, and it's only 2 nights out of all 28 months of your parenting journey she had slept through the night. So that meant that both of you had only had 2 days or 2 nights of full sleep in 28 months.
yeah.
And that she absolutely needed both parents in the room. So their baby girl was co-sleeping. She needed both parents in the room at the onset of sleep, and dad had to hold her and walk and walk and walk. And so both of them ended up with really bad back pain, since it was just such a physical process. It was very physical to get her to go to sleep at bedtime, and very physical to get her to go back to sleep all night long. And she was having arousals like every hour all night. So it was just like this constant shifting of who's walking around with her, how do we get her back to sleep? And it just went on and on. So so then you guys told me something interesting. You went to your pediatrician and you said what, and what did they tell you to do?
Yeah, so we thought we need some help. So we went to our pediatrician and we asked, she is not at all sleeping throughout the night. So we need something to do with her sleep. So, and she actually suggested, she transferred our thing to educational department. So they called us and they gave a 20 minutes video to watch, and please take a look at this video and try it at home. But it it didn't help at all. Yeah.
We tried it for 2 days. It's kind of she was crying all through the night, and in
Yeah.
2 days it was miserable after that. We thought like these trainings are not useful. Yeah, it's kind of it's got worse than the crutches actually. Yeah,
Yeah.
the crutches.
Yeah. So that's so hard, right? Like, you go to your pediatrician, you're like, what should I do? They send you to the education department. They have you watch some weird video. They don't let you talk to anybody. And they say, go do these things, which essentially they told you to do, cry it out, like a full blown hardcore cry it out.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And you did, because you were so desperate, because you figured, if my pediatrician told me, I should probably try. And then you tried it, and the result was she cried for 2 nights straight. And then you said to yourself, no way, I cannot do this. This is just misery.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And so how did you feel after that experience? Like, what were your thoughts after that?
We thought like this is how the training will be. Yeah, it is going to be miserable for our daughter. I think we will have to figure out something else, or we have to, until she fall in sleep herself. I think we need to crutch her. Something kind of mindset
Yeah.
we came.
Yeah, after that, we are afraid to try any
Any new things.
new things. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. And of course you would be, right? Like, I would be afraid if I had a miserable experience like that. I would be afraid to try anything. And that's what happens, you guys. This is what's so hard about Cry It Out, is that for many children, it doesn't work. Okay. But on top of that, if it doesn't work, it's a very jarring experience. But then it gives this label that any type of sleep training is never going to work for your child.
Mm.
Yeah.
And so then you get put in this box of, I have to martyr myself because this will never get solved. And one of your beliefs was, maybe she'll just grow out of it.
Right.
Yeah.
Right. So you thought, okay, cry it out didn't work. That's the only thing that's going to work, or that's at least what you thought.
Mm.
It didn't work. So therefore, we're just going to have to grind it out until she's old enough and she grows out of it.
Yeah.
Okay. So that is super important because that's all a myth, right?
Yeah.
The myth that the child will grow out of sleep struggles is a myth. And the myth that sleep training doesn't work is a myth. Because improper sleep training that doesn't take into consideration sleep science and temperament doesn't work. What works is gentle sleep coaching, where we prepare a plan that meets the developmental needs and the temperament of the child and the sleep goals of the parents. And we work in a very gentle, systematic, methodical, calm, low stress way over the course of 2 to 4 weeks to help the child learn their sleep skills in this very beautiful learning container that we create for them. So I just want to say that for those of you that are out there that are like, well, Kaiser told me to go do the Cry It Out and then it was a disaster, so therefore nothing's going to work. This lovely family is here to say that's not true.
Yeah.
So
Yeah.
tell me what happened. So there you were like, you tried this, you felt miserable. You're like, I guess we're just going to grind it out. And then what happened? What magical moment happened?
Yeah, actually, I took her to park one day, and we met a neighbor, and she asked, "Why you always looking so tired?" And I told she is not sleeping throughout the night. We have a lot of interruptions at the sleep. And she told, I can understand you because we gone through the same phase, and we met Joanna and Blissful Sleep Coaching, and it's really good. You should try it out. And that's what she told. And that day I came to home, and I told my husband, looks like we can get help actually.
Yeah.
And yeah, so at the day itself we called you.
Yeah, the immediate reaction at me, like, try it out any cost.
Yeah. She's like, I think we can get help. And Dad's like, let's go. Where do we go? Immediately.
This is what I
so-
expected. Yeah, this is what kind of I was looking for, but I never thought this is something out there. Yeah.
Which is really gentle. But when we talked, and that mom, she said, actually it's like it's a very smooth process, so you don't need to worry about much. So yeah, so
That's
without any second thought, yeah,
we just call you. We never searched anything on the internet about sleep coaches. Then after we met you, then we looked at any like similar coaches. Like, before that we
right, because you didn't know
Yeah.
that there was an option, that there's such thing as gentle sleep coaching, or that there are people that can support you day by day, step by step. Yeah. And so you interviewed some other coaches as well as you guys were making some decisions.
No, we did
No,
not.
we just want to go with you.
Yeah.
So after our first discussion, yeah.
Right. Good. Well, thank you for trusting me. I appreciate that. Right. Yeah. So now let's talk about how amazing the transformation is. So now baby girl is sleeping. She goes to bed at what time?
7:15, around 7:15.
And she wakes up at what time?
It's around 7.
7 in the morning. Yeah, it's kind of
Okay.
12
So
hours.
do you guys hear that? That's 11 to 12 hours of sleep.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And before she was going to bed, I think at like 9:30 or 10 or something.
Right.
Yeah, we go to bed at 10:30 and she'll sleep around 12, 1 o'clock.
Yeah, right. Okay. So can you guys imagine like from being awake and walking a kid around until midnight, and now the baby is like sound asleep, happy in her crib, sound asleep, sleeping 11 to 12 hours every single night,
Yeah.
uninterrupted gorgeousness,
Yeah.
right? And taking a 2-hour nap,
Yeah, exactly. 14 hours. Yeah.
hands free, like goes
Yeah.
into the crib happy, falls asleep, stays asleep. Beautiful,
Right.
Yeah.
right?
Yeah.
Yes.
So what,
Yeah.
so how do you feel? Like, how do you feel about the process now? And how do you feel about life now that this is just a total transformation?
Yeah, so now we are very happy family. We wake up happily. Yeah. So it's the process is like it's really awesome and it's really smooth, stress-free. Yeah.
Yeah, it's more general. The beautiful thing is like you are customizing based on baby's behavior, like temperament. Yeah, the customized process really worked out very well. Like yeah, it was very general. Yeah.
Yeah,
Yeah.
it's all about the customization. It's all about the day-to-day understanding of the child and the day-to-day small micro steps we can make to keep moving towards our goal so that we don't hit up against a lot of resistance, you know?
Yeah.
And that the changes we're making are comfortable to your child and they're comfortable to you guys
Mhm.
as the parents, right? It doesn't feel like big, bold moves, you know, it's just like very smooth and sequential.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah.
Yeah.
So
Yeah.
we can read any books, but the books cannot suggest a customized approach. Yeah, yeah. The coach is yeah. You're like you have done a magic.
Oh, that's so
Because
sweet.
we never dream these things because we couldn't even think this 12 hours sleep in our dream.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So you say that again, you couldn't imagine what?
No, that she'll sleep throughout the night like 12 hours long. Yeah.
Yeah, we never imagined those.
Yeah, you never imagined it was possible. Yeah,
Yeah, possible. Yeah.
exactly. No, I
Mhm.
know. Isn't that, yeah, it's awesome. Okay, so tell me what is happening in your life now that is possible now that could have never been possible before in those first 28 months. Like what's happening in your child's life or your life that is like brand new because you guys are a well-rested family.
Yeah. Before because she's not sleeping well, so we thought we cannot put her in daycare or with some other person to take care of her. So but now she's going daycare and she's doing really good and she's taking a nap at there without any interruption. Yeah. So
Yeah,
which is really good.
yeah,
Yeah.
that was the primary thing. She had tantrums in the morning because of less sleep.
Yeah.
Yeah, also napping is kind of difficult to make like nannies or daycares, so we were scared to send her daycare. So now like yeah, after this process, yeah, we are happy, like she's happy at daycare too. Yeah, other than that, I usually do some activities in the evening, like running and jogging. Physically, I was physically active. Then after Nila's born, like I'm kind of out of the physical activity for some time. Like now I'm back to physical activity. That's kind of really awesome.
Yeah, it feels so good, right?
Yes, good.
Yeah.
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 I'm back to work
Uh,
as well.
And
So
mom went back to work and now you actually are like enjoying your work,
Yeah.
you said,
yeah.
right?
Yeah.
Because before you were just so tired. It was like, how am I going to even work? Like, I can't
Yeah.
work like this.
Yeah.
And now you're able to go back well rested. So you're like, oh, I actually kind of like doing this. This is actually working out. And now that she's in daycare and she's loving it, the baby's loving the daycare experience. It's like, you know,
Yeah.
you guys
Yeah.
can do what you need to do. And then tell me what you guys did the other night that was like super fun that you hadn't done in 2 years.
Yeah, actually, we watched a movie. It's like after 2 years
Yeah.
together. Yeah.
Yeah.
Right? So we
Mm.
say simple pleasures, right? It just goes to show you that when there's sleep chaos, like
Mhm.
even the simplest things become impossible. And so because their baby girl goes down at 7:15, 7:30 every night, they knew reliably that they could sit down on the couch, choose a movie, watch it all the way through, and enjoy it
Yeah.
without any stress or interruption.
Yeah.
So
Yeah.
hallelujah, that's amazing.
Yeah, that was amazing. Yeah.
It was amazing.
Mm.
And there's a lot of good movies out right now too.
Yeah.
Okay, so if you met a mom or a dad that you knew they were sleep deprived and they were scared of sleep training, right? Because maybe they'd had a bad experience like you. And so they were always like, they're like kind of have like, oh my God, no, I have so much scarring from that. What would you want to tell them about me or gentle sleep coaching so that they would know that the myth that sleep training is scary or bad is been busted?
Yeah. Right. So we really wanted to educate them, like there is an option. So there is a person listen to your baby's behavior and temperament. They have a customized the entire plan of pre-plan and plan of action and the systematic plan. Like yeah, you could try it. That's what we suggest. Like yeah,
Just
give a
really gentle. Yeah.
gentle. Yeah.
And you don't need to stress about these things and no sleepless night.
Yeah. Right.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Right. There's no reason to be scared when working with a really qualified coach.
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah.
And that you can build a relationship with a coach so that you can get the customization that you feel comfortable with.
Yep.
Yeah.
Yeah. Particularly, Joanna, you are good at you're really responsive. Like yeah, whenever we ask you,
Any questions related
yeah,
to our child, yeah, you are open to ask and you're responding it quickly. Yeah.
yeah,
So
and
thank you so much for that.
yeah, yeah, and your method is like kind of worked like
Even
magic.
gave some tips for her school, which is really
Yeah.
Yeah. So yeah, and you imagine like very well in our in my child's character, like whatever we give some very few inputs, and you imagine very well how she behaves.
tips and tricks worked for
Yeah,
her. Yeah.
everything worked very well. Yeah. Yeah.
Well, thank you. I appreciate those beautiful comments and that you said it's like magic. That's beautiful.
Yeah, exactly. Whatever you
Yes.
say in the that like previous day, this is how it will look like. You try this, then the same thing happening like happened.
Everything happened and
Yeah,
we tried
it's kind
this.
of yeah, you are kind of magician. Yeah, you are predicting everything.
Right. Like I try to help you anticipate what you're going to see. So then when you see it, you're like, she told
Yeah,
me I'd see that. I know exactly what to do. And then you're
Right.
not, then it's not uncomfortable or scary or weird. It's just like, oh, okay, she's doing that thing Joanna said she'd do.
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah.
Yeah. So beautiful. Okay. Well, thank you so much, you guys, for sharing your beautiful story of a family sleep transformation. It's my greatest joy to lead a family through this. And I really am on a well-rested revolution. I want families to be well-rested so that the baby can grow up thriving for their growth and development, but also more importantly, for the parents to be well-rested so they can be the parents they want to be. They can be the community members they want to be. They can be, the person they want to be because they're well rested too.
Yeah. Thank you. Yeah.
Thank you for trusting me.
Right. Thank you so much
so much for your help.
Yeah, for your help. Yeah, it was a very like life-changing moment for us. Yeah. Thank you so much.
I think we did a better decision to call you.
Yeah.
Yes, I think you made a very good decision to call me. Thank you for being brave.
Okay.
Awesome.